welcome back. I'm at Bradford BBQ. It's part of our Pepsi Marketplace series, and I'm with owner Matt Bradford. Now, obviously with barbecue, you got to have a smoker, and we were looking at this little piggyback here, and you said there's a bit of a science to it. So tell me a little bit about the prep work, and we were talking about the wins before, but tell us about the prep work, because that makes the magic.
Right. This is kind of a tricky day when we start getting into cooler temperatures like today, where we're out of the 80s now, but when we have wind like this, the little piggy over here will take on a cool temperature drop. So we have somebody specifically just for the fire watch. Basically what that does is keep our temperature at our cook time, so that way we don't go undercook and we don't overcook if it gets too hot, or if we get a wind spike and it'll cause the fire to rise. So there's kind of a science involved in watching the wind and keeping the fire temperature.
Now, what's the prep work behind everything? How long do you have to keep the meat in there? I've heard it's a very long process, so tell me a little bit about that.
This particular 500-gallon propane tank that we affectionately call our little pig, we pretty much we've been using this thing for almost 6 years now, and it's very well seasoned inside. So one thing that we always do with our meats is once we receive them, we pull them straight out of their package and we put them in a special seasoning marinade and let them sit overnight to absorb all of that. So then when that's done, we get the fire going. Once it's reached the temperature that we want, then we get that meat on there, and we're looking at about a 16-hour cook time. From the time that we get it, we literally get the meat right off the truck and it goes straight into the marinade, straight into the smoker, after that day of sitting in the refrigerator.
All right, well, now we've been talking about the process of making the food. Let's head over to the menu and check out some of the things that you offer. There's a ton of sandwiches, but we do want to talk about the sponsors real quick before the menu.
We had eventually, we wanted to pair with as many local businesses as possible, and it took kind of a while to get everybody on board, but what we did with our menu is we took our core food truck menu and we put it on the wall here as this is what we have to offer. We have just a very limited, very few things that we do very well. So we wanted to have things like Crank and Boom ice cream that would be a great dessert for anything that you can put into a party pack or a family pack, where we can pair up our bulk meats and bulk size, and you've also got dessert to go. We have Larry Mac's beer cheese. She's a local beer cheese here in town, and so we wanted to be able to put together a little sampler for our sausage that we have. And then we also had Gent's Original Ginger Ale as also a drink that our customers could buy once they come through. And then we also use Nate's Coffee. We use Nate's Coffee on our brisket. It's inside of our rub. He's been very supportive of us and getting us his coffees, so he's been turned into a really good ally. And then Spud's Original just came on as a local potato chip out of Louisville. So we wanted to get with him and have his local chips here in town, and his business has actually taken off, so we're proud to have him aboard. And then, of course, all the local beers. We are a package store, so you can come through, drive through, and get your beer and your barbecue. We got Country Boy and Kentucky Ale and West Six, so as soon as the other local guys start canning, we'll carry them too.
All right, well, folks, you heard Matt. You can get everything here, so stop on out to Bradford BBQ. Thank you so much, Matt, and come on out for lunch, come out for dinner. It'll be great. I'll send it back to Christine and Eric.